Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and if you clicked on this video, please remember to subscribe down below because I've noticed that a lot of people are not actually subscribed, but if you would love to help my channel out, please subscribe and join the Candy family. So let's just get this rolling. Let's stop doing some self-promo and get real. So today we're going to be reviewing the KKW Beauty Matte Honey collection. That's what it's called. I looked over because I wrote it down because I cannot remember all of these names with all these collections that come out. So it's the Matte Honey collection. I have the whole collection here, I believe. So I have the palette, the 3 lip liners, the 3 lipsticks, and I also have the 3 blush shades. I mean the 2 blush shades, not 3. So I'm gonna start off with the eye palette because I have my base down, I have my foundation, I have some bronzer on. I went on a very light face. I didn't want to do too much because it's springtime. I don't want to wear too much right now. And I was in the mood of a full beat. I'm in the mood of a natural glam kind of. And this is a perfect collection for this. So this is what the palette looks like. It has a lining inside. It has a mirror, as you can see. And it also has 10 shades. I hate kind of when brands put like the shades back here just because of the fact that it is so difficult to figure. Well, it's not difficult, it's just annoying. I have to flip the thing to tell you what the shade is when there's space in the palette to write the names. You could have just simply wrote the names, but I digress. And the transition shade we're going to be using is this color right here. The shade is in Like Honey. So that's what I'm going to be using. And I'm just going to be using a nice fluffy blending brush with this. And I'm just going to be dipping in here. Yeah, so I'm just dipping. This is so difficult to show. Like, I don't know. Just dipping in here, trying to get some of this color. Formula is a little bit powdery, so when you do dip your brush into the palette, a little bit of kickback comes up. If that bothers you, this palette probably will bother you a little bit, or maybe the shade in particular, because I haven't tested out the other shades. But it doesn't really bother me. I don't really care if there's kick up, unless if it's like wastefulness kick up, because if it's way too much kick up, you see the color there? So we're just going to put a little bit of this into our eyes. Always bring it in here. That's what I like to do. Just so that the eyeshadow can all blend together. And I'm not going to pick up any more shadow. I'm just going to make sure that I blend this in really well. But yes, if you didn't see my previous video, just make sure to check that video out. It was a lip swatch video, and I do have a lip swatch series on my channel, so I would be linking it down below in the description bar as well as in the video. Please go check that video out. I worked really hard on it, and I want you guys to see those amazing lip colors because they're pretty good, and I think you guys would love those shades, especially for the springtime, summertime. I'm just going to take a Jaclyn Hill JH35 brush. So as you can see, this is definitely kicking up in the palette. So like I said, these are a little powdery. And even when you tap your brush off or like just shake it up a little bit, powder does go into the air. So just be aware. So I'm just going to take that and put this in my crease. The shade definitely is a little pigmented. I'm going to go in with the shade Stung. It's right here, just for a little bit more definition in the outer corner. The reason I apply a little bit higher than down here is because my eyeliner usually goes there, so there's not really that much point to put too much product there because my eyeliner is just going to cover it up. And I'm honestly just packing and placing this color here because that's what I do. Taking the brush that had Like Honey on it, we're just going to not add more product of Like Honey. We're just going to blend this in. I'm just going to take the shade in Honey Dip. So I'm going to take Honey Dip and I'm going to pack that on a Jaclyn Hill JH41 brush, which is a little shadow brush. And I'm just going to do this all over my lid. I love a honey shade like this, just all over the lid. It's super subtle, but it's a banger. And this shade is actually pretty pigmented for the kind of shade color it is, but very, 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 very powdery. There. As you can see, I have that shade all over my lid. And now is the time where your eye kind of looks like a mess. So you're just going to go back in with all those shades and just perfect it until it's perfectly blended, especially in the crease. This palette retails for $45 if you're buying the palette itself. It has 10 shades and each shade has 0.06 ounces. So yeah, so it's $45 for 10 eyeshadows. Particularly don't think it's bad because there's quads that are more expensive than this. And if you do not have a natural palette in your collection, I feel like this, it's a great palette to actually have. Like, why not? So this is the eyes. I'm going to do my eyeliner, put my lashes on, and I'll be back. Okay, so I am back. I put on my lashes. I just used some Ardell Wispies, Demi Wispies. I just cut them in half and then just put them in my outer corners to give me a more lifted appearance in my face. I'm going to just take a small pencil brush. Well, this is like a fluffy pencil brush. This is the Jaclyn Hill JH40 brush. And I'm going to take this shade in More Than Honey. This one right here. Again, we use this on our crease. I'm going to put it down below here just a little bit. So now for bottom mascara, I also put this on top. I'm going to be using the Flashes. The Falsies. What am I reading? The Falsies Maybelline Mascara. This is what I've been using at the moment. Like, this is what you do when you're doing bottom lashes and you have a big wand. You have to, like, scrape the product off so you don't mess up all your makeup. And it won't ruin it. It's just, it's annoying to have to deal with it. We all have been there where we stab ourselves with the mascara wand and get all the mascara on our bottom lashes or on the top. And I'm just going to go in lightly with this. And I just stabbed myself and got the mascara literally under my eyes. Like, you see what I mean? Like, it just happens. Like, I get the whole voluminous lash thing, and I get the whole, like, why are the wands so big? I always poke myself in the eye with them. Since we messed up and we got some of that mascara on our bottom eye right here, do not remove it immediately. Wait until it dries. So just complete your full makeup. So now, if you guys see something black here, you know what it is. I'm telling you, do not remove it. Wait till the end. Because if you remove it, it's just going to smudge. You don't want it to smudge. That's what the packaging looks like. Same honey packaging. And once again, it's on the packaging here with the clear words. So we have the shade in Honey Pot and we have the shade in Honey Love. And these both have compacts with mirrors in them. I will show you right now. Well, I won't show you the exact part, but the mirror is here, as you can see. And this is Honey Pot. This is Honey Love. This is the lighter shade. And this is Honey Pot. As you can see, let's just say it straight up. Why are these both almost the exact same color, just like maybe 2 tones, maybe 2 tones different? Like, It's a honey collection. You could have made such a beautiful warm honey shade. And these are not inclusive for women of color. Women of color cannot wear this because you're going to look ashy. Maybe you can apply a light hand up to a certain shade range, but you cannot wear this. So you're stopping the public from buying your products because you make a light shade and you make a little bit of a medium lighter shade. I can probably see if these look okay on me. Let's see. So, like, I'm kind of disappointed because I love KKW Beauty, but I just am getting a little tired of, like, this is a honey shade. People like the shades of the eyeshadows. Girl, give me a nice honey blush so I can, like, rock the whole trend, like, the whole look. And she is a medium skin tone, too. So I'm like, what about medium dark? What about tan? What about tan medium? What about dark dark? What about dark? What about brown? Like, a little disappointed in that. But we're gonna go in with this side with Honey Love, and we're gonna be taking JH04. This is a blush brush. Just gonna stab in. We're gonna stab in here. We're gonna just dip our brush in here. Very powdery, as you can see. Like, I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, very, very powdery. Okay, so I'm just applying this here on my side. Like, I see the color, but, like, I see the color, but I just am a little, like, annoyed that there aren't, at least if you're gonna do these blushes so light, come out with 4. So you have light, medium, tan, and dark, you know? You know what I mean? Like, but I get it. It's a collection, so they can't come out with so many products. But this is a subtle, like, peachy pink color. Because that's pretty much what it is. Subtle peachy pink color. Good for everyday makeup if you're not a blush lover. This would be good. I particularly love blush, so I don't hate it. I would probably use this on clients because of the fact that some girls do not like blush, and that would be a good blush for that. But it doesn't look ugly. It looks pretty good. It's just, I'm just in the inclusivity part. Like, come on, guys. Taking that same brush, I'm going to go in with Honey Pot on this side of my face. This one is a little deeper. Still powdery, but a little deeper, as you can see. Definitely picks up a lot more on the skin. I prefer this one, Honey Pot, for my complexion, just because it pops a little more and it won't get lost throughout the day as fast. Because, you know, blush always gets, like, it just runs away. So that's Honey Pot, and I think they're pretty. You see, you can definitely tell this one's a little deeper and this one's just a little natural, more pretty looking, you know, like more like, ooh, fresh, you're naturally beat. This one's like, ooh, blush, nice, ooh, wee, yay. Going a little ham. I'm just going to put a little bit more of that Honey Pot on this side. Now that you saw both colors, these retail for $24, and you can buy them separately or you can buy them together. I think you can only buy them together, but if I'm wrong, I'll just leave it down below in the link. You can probably buy them separate. Who knows? Who knows? I don't remember. I bought these a while ago. Now we're going to go in with lips, and I'm a lip swatch lover, so get ready for the swatches. I won't talk through them just because I'll do a little voiceover over them, just because there's a lot of lipsticks and a lot of swatches. But I'll see you guys after the swatches and tell you my last opinion about this collection. Okay? This is Honey 1 lip liner, and this is kind of a neutral nude gray lip liner. So this is Honey 2. I would recommend this more for lighter skin tones as well because it'll show up better, but it's like a warm brown. The final shade here is Honey 3. This is a very like neutral brown shade with a hint of warmth to it. So this is Honey 1 lipstick, and this lipstick is actually a very gray tone nude lip. Very good for fairer skin tones, and for my skin tone paired with a gloss would look amazing. So this is Honey 2. This is absolutely amazing. I would recommend this lipstick shade out of all of them. It is a nice neutral beigey tone with a little bit of peach in it. It is super pretty. I love this shade. And the last shade is Honey 3 lipstick, and this is a nice warm light brown shade, super pretty, a very nice neutral shade, would look amazing on tan skin tones to dark medium skin tones, and deep dark skin tones would look super amazing with this shade on. Now that I tried out everything in the collection, I'm going to give you my final thoughts. So the eyeshadow palette, if you guys do not have a palette with these shades, or if you want a full-on matte palette, I recommend this palette. Very easy to work with. Shades are a little powdery, so just letting you know, if you don't like that, just don't get it. But if you don't mind the powder, I don't mind it. I think the shades came out really pretty on my eyes. Moving on to the blushes. The blushes, I would recommend, if you are my shade and darker, to get the darker one, obviously, because if you get the lighter one, you're just gonna get like a nice nothing. You're just gonna get a nice nothing. So I would recommend you to get Honey Pot. But if you're on the fair complexion, get Honey Love. These are typical blush formulas, a little powdery, but they're typical blush formulas. They work. They give you a little blushy on the face, and they're $24. If you have $24 to spare, get them. If you don't, let it go. Now on the lips, I did do a voiceover on the lip portion, and I talked a little bit about the lips already. But the lipsticks, definitely her soft matte formula. They are very, I would say, they're not the most comfortable lipstick if you have extremely dry lips, and you should probably moisturize your lips before putting these on because of the consistency. I do think once you put them on, they are a beautiful formula. I think that the lighter shades, if you are a darker complexion, tap the lipstick on, it will work. Would recommend these. I have a bunch of these in my collections. I actually really do like her lipsticks shade range. Everyone likes nudes, and these are 3 pretty good and very different nudes, actually, I would say. And the lipsticks retail for $18. Again, I like these. The lip liners. I've never tried any of her lip liner formulas. I know that I need to get nude 3 and 2, I think, are very popular, and they're always sold out, and I really want to get those shades. And I know I will love those colors. These colors, they're from 1 to 3, and 1 and 2 are not for my skin tone. Just because 1 is too light, 2 is too light, doesn't give me no definition on my lips. But 3 definitely is good for my skin range, my skin tone. So if you're around my skin tone, definitely try out 3. If you're lighter, I would recommend you to try out 2 and 1, just because you can probably fit that lip range, depending on your lip pigmentation, obviously. But I would go for 3. I prefer a regular lip liner pencil, like actually like a wooden pencil, than the plastic ones, because I just find like the lip liner on the inside just eventually just pops completely out. That's just me. I always have that issue with these like plasticky like lip pencil things, but the shade is nice. These retail for $12. That is all for the collection. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and remember to join the Can Fam and come back to my channel to watch more videos that I have up and coming. Make sure to check out everything else down below in the description bar if you guys need any information, and comment down below if you guys have these products and you love them. Tell me, what do you like? And if you don't have them, tell me, what do you actually want to get? What are you interested in getting? So thanks for watching, guys. Bye.